Not sure if that's gonna be the biggest points of contingency for me. But we will keep moving. We will live our best lives. Yeah. Got your medication back? Love to see it. Did I just get a message? What's this? An Experian alert to tell me that I'm garbage. Let's see. Somebody. All right. Okay. We got movement there. See, I feel like I'm missing something. Just want to make sure I'm not missing anything. All right. Am I good, bro? Yeah, yeah, I'm fine. What's going on? What's happening? Did something happen? Did I miss something? This trans fan of yours. Thank you. I'm proud of you for watching it in a matter of 20 of things that I did. It's not that long of a video. People can watch it at 2 times speed. You think Michael Jackson was a pred? Not that much. Are you gonna talk about Alex Rawson? Yeah, I'll talk about Alex Rawson a little bit. He's a weirdo. He wants Chud the Builder to be free. I don't know what's going on around that. I don't know if he's trolling. That's the thing, because I don't watch. I'm not somebody that watches predator catches on YouTube. I'm not actively just seeking out pred catch content, so I don't know. Then just after a car got stolen. Oh yeah, my car is still stolen. Nothing's changed. So nothing's changed. No goodness has come out of that. Allow me one moment. I have to go grab this thing. Hold up a second. Is okay, that's public. That's good. I need to go open my window. So I'm gonna put my BRB screen on for a second. I need to open my window. Please give me one moment.
Now you want me to stay. I've been there for you. Oh, you want me to chase like they usually do. Better call me my name. I'm not over the fool. Oh, your game is your game, but okay, I'm 2 steps up the road. Checkmate. One time, I'ma tell you one time.
I have to close the window? Okay. What do I gotta close the windows if it's tornado siren? Well, if it begins to rain, I'll close the windows. But it's not raining yet. Yeah, I'll go close all the windows when it begins to rain. Don't worry. Talking to my wife. Sorry, guys. Talking to the wife. I'm talking to the wife. So, fun events are happening today. I don't know if I wouldn't consider them fun. So what we have here, and this is what's going on, is that Donald Trump has pardoned the January 6ers. We knew this was going to happen. The people that rioted, we got it. So we got that. And when my 10K one is being dusted, that's true. That's true. But you need crowdfunding. It's just Chud the Builder has motion. I believe he's the most searched term of all time. Just Wendy? I don't know if I'd say just Wendy. It's a little bit more than just Wendy. But let me go ahead and pull up my screen and get my window capture going. Here we are. Okay. So, you're an NPC. All right. Just a lot of moist critical hate. Love to see it. All right. So, where are we at? Where are we at? We are, I believe it was Pop Base that first talked about it. So, that's what it is. Be honest with you. Well, we can look at his gifts and go right now. His gifts and go should be, yeah, Chud's gifts and goes at 261,000, which is a shy number away from what he needs for his bail, which is 1.5 million. He can get all the money he wants to. This is kind of just a dust in the wind. Prayers to your family, a lot of Christian stuff. Always going to be Christians. Be thankful in all occurrences. If this is God's will for you, belonging to Christ Jesus. Speech is sacred, and no word should warrant battery. Keep yourself and your family safe. We are all Chud the Builder. Just a lot of anonymous people. This Chud guy is getting real wood, and no one even died. Interesting. This is for the kings of the monkeys. All right, interesting. Does that make you depressed? Why does it make you depressed? I just want to. What is among the worst YouTube has to offer? I think he's one of the better people. I don't know about that. So I'm just kind of curious. By his ex-lover who was pegging him because he put her on blast on his Twitter. There's no proof of that. There's no viable proof of that. So I didn't cover that. Because I've seen the video that everybody's talking about, the Chud the Builder gets pegged thing. Chud the Builder ped. There's no viable proof for that, so I'm not really sure. Yeah, Chud the Builder black girl. It's the girl that's like Yes, the black woman revealing she is in a relationship with Chud the Builder.
It's literally in my bio. I'm only bringing this up because Chud the Builder's cameraman put our conversation on Broadway on YouTube. Now millions of people know what I look like fresh off work. Great. But in the caption it said that black woman who used to smoke mid and get raw dogged by Chud the Builder. Well, he's not lying. I already told y'all we used to smoke. He used to sell me weed. And we did raw dog. A lot. Me, him, and my ex-wife. I am a professional pegger. It is no secret that I perform prostate massages, if you will. Me pegging all the time, but I never tell you names because discretion is key. Confidentiality is why my client list is so long. But Chud mentioned it first. I think that he said it the way he said it because the white supremacists were probably like, ew, you used to hang out with a black girl, shame on you. So you gotta make it sound good. But see, here's the thing. I'm an Evergore too. Lily Venus, hi. Hail the Great Mother. So I'm all about enlightenment, controversy, occultism.
I've always been Dalton, but I am a Chud.
Right, but you're not my Dalton. You used to come to my house, I fed you.
Yeah, you were cool as shit. I remember you. I don't remember you that much, but I do remember I know you. See, we got roots.
You're following Liver King. You used to sell me weed. I fed you before.
It's been a long time.
Okay.
But I healed your stomach by teaching you how to eat real food.
Yes. So that's
What was your
why
name again?
I'm Lana, but that's
Lana.
why I'm confused what happened to you. Because you're not racist. I know that. I fed you.
I have not fucked Dalton since like 2015. What's up, y'all? Lily Venus here. Pretty bitch.
So okay. Maybe there's a little bit of validity to this. Maybe there is a little bit of validity to this, actually. Hold on. There might be I fed you or I pegged you. What is she saying? Is she saying she pegged him? Put it on his story? Interesting. I see. I remember Moist Critical mostly for giving his unasked for take on whether IDUB should apologize for his past actions or not. I think everybody has a reason to give their take. I don't really have any hate for Moist Critical, to be quite real with you. My opinion, Charlie strives to appease. He has no voice of his own. His voice for Kane is Michael Jordan of anti-Nintendo YouTubers. He is a cringe grifter. Probably did get pegged. Okay, let's talk about Moist Critical for like 1 second, right? Let's just talk about Moist Critical for I guess a second. If you ever go to Moist Critical's page, right? If you go to Moist Critical's page, you will see that he only ever talks about just drama content, right? It's all negative content. And that's smart. That's just smart stuff. He gives kind of baseline nonsense opinion. I'll give you a Moist Critical vehicle right now. Hey guys, it's Critical. This poo-poo stinky nonsense is happening. We should boo this man. It's just blatant corruption going on. It's time to insult these losers again. Jack Doherty's body cam just got released. And do these tackles actually live up to the hype? This is the best movie of the year so far. I love it indefinitely. And I can't stand this freak. He's actually a big shitter. He's a bigger shitter than probably Bubble Bass's shits and the Krusty Krab that flood everything. And Squidward has to clean the poop out. And boop, it gets a little bit crazy. And my Trump phone's actually coming this time. It's getting scary now with the way politics going on. It's pretty bad. Well, that's about it. See ya. That's pretty much what it is, right? I have no hate for this man. I don't have any hate in my heart for this man because he's smart. He doesn't use any effort into his thumbnails at all. Like zero effort into his thumbnails. Always gets about 1 million views a video every single day. He is notoriously rich. He's probably one of the richest YouTubers to ever do it. He makes a disgusting amount of money. You can't really, I have no real hate for who he is as a person because he doesn't lie about his content. He's just really basic. He doesn't think people should even listen to him. He doesn't find himself to be a greater than thou person. He got really lucky, and he attributes a lot of his stuff to saying, I got really lucky because he got shouted out by Ray William Johnson. I don't hate him. He's really just an average guy, and I think that's what makes him so relatable is because he's just a regular average guy. He's not too controversial. He doesn't really say anything too crazy. He's just a regular dude. I don't have any hate for him. Because he is a drama farmer. Yeah, he's a drama farmer for sure. That's just what he is though. I don't have any anger towards him. I don't really have a reason to hate him for getting a bag, I suppose. It seems disingenuous to hate him overall. He's not very problematic. He's just very middle of the road kind of person, if I could be so bold to say. And I think he's what I would consider the perfect YouTuber because he can literally talk about whatever he wants to. talk about TV shows. He could talk about corruption. He could talk about Reddit drama, and a million people would watch him. That's what it is. Like, there are worse people to be bothered by. If you have personal distaste for him as a content creator, then you have personal distaste. He just talks about whatever he wants to. He spreads a lot of light on the things he wants to talk about. He talks about things that matter to him. He's just to me, he's horribly regular. He doesn't have a super fancy mansion. He doesn't show all of his wealth over and over again. He's very smart with his money. I don't think he's very fiscal. And I don't think he's a blogger, realistically. Blogger would mean, I believe, going outside. That's what it is. He's a nothing tuber. I don't think that's bad. Is that bad? Would that be bad? Would you say he's similar to Shoe on Head? No, Shoe on Head is more outward with her opinions when it comes to what she's talking about. I think Moist Critical is just Moist Critical. He's just a guy. He's been around for a while. Like, take for example, right? I want to show you an example of something, right? Let's say every other YouTuber who has as much legacy and pedigree as Moist Critical. Let's say 8-Bit Ryan, right? 8-Bit Ryan. 8-Bit Ryan has been around in the YouTube game for a long time. He's been around for a while. You may not know who 8-Bit Ryan is, but he's been around for a while. He makes video game content. He makes a lot of video game content. He doesn't get nearly as many views as Moist Critical, but he's around like 4 million subscribers, and he's been around for a while. He made his channel, how long did he make his channel ago? 2015, right? And Moist Critical made his channel. Moist Critical made Moist Critical's channel around 2007. So they've been around for a while, right? Moist Critical is one of the only old guards. Like, you could say Nigahiga. Nigahiga didn't even last as long as the guy. Nigahiga, is he making videos again? No, he's not making videos again. Nigahiga had 20 million subscribers. He's been around for a long time, and he didn't last as long as Moist Critical. Moist Critical adapted. Let's look at another person. We can talk about... Oh, I just took off everything. I got rid of everything. I got rid of all my screens and everything. We can talk about... Give me 1 second. We can talk about... Oh, let's see. We could talk about who's the one guy, the food guy, Epic Mealtime, right? Epic Mealtime. Let's talk about Epic Mealtime, right? Epic Mealtime tried to keep up with the drudgery of YouTube. Charlie pivoted to content creation when it came to commentary. He pivoted and did that. So I don't have any hate in my heart for this person just because he doesn't do anything controversial or take a big stance towards anything. Because he doesn't need to. Because he can just talk about whatever he wants to. He has reached peak YouTuber. And to hate on Charlie for just being a basic dude seems disingenuous. It just seems disingenuous. It seems stupid, right? It just feels... really pointless. Charlie equals Kai Cenat. I wouldn't even say that. Kai Cenat is inflammatory and actively encourages like WL lolcow behavior and is very inflammatory. I wouldn't say that Charlie equals Moist Critical. It's very tired and lazy. It's very lazy. I just don't understand why people would hate on him. Like, he's an average guy. He literally is what an average guy thinks like. People think Asmongold is what an average guy thinks like, but he's not. He's not. Moist Critical would be what an average person, middle-of-the-road person, thinks like on a regular day-to-day basis. That's what it is, right? I don't watch every single one of his videos. Let me see the last one I watched. There should be a red bar under it. I watched a little bit of this video, a little bit of this video. I watched this. I watched this. I watched these Watch Mojos. Killed a man on his birthday. I watched this far into the video. I watched this far into the video. I don't watch all of his videos. I watch sparingly, it depends. But he uploads every single day. He's very consistent. And he doesn't care about thumbnail design at all. Like, in any capacity. These thumbnails are low quality. They're garbage. But that's kind of his style. Stretched out, nonsense garbage. That's what it is. He's very milquetoast. He doesn't take anything. Do you actually think for 1 second that Charlie is honest? He says what people want to hear. He's fake. Okay. That doesn't matter in the grand scheme of things. Right? Listen, if you are mad that Charlie says what people want to hear, then you would be mad at every single YouTuber ever. Because YouTubers usually say what their audience wants to hear. Whatever their echo chamber wants to hear. Like, that's what it is. People pleasers are very common. Regular people are people pleasers. Yeah, most people are fake by that metric. Even if he doesn't say what people want to hear, he still has his own opinions about things. Even if his own opinions are everybody else. Like, I would be a big faker as well. I could be a big faker as well. I could be saying what you want to hear. Who knows? Who has any idea what I actually think about a lot of these situations? Who idea? Says, are you fake? No, you aren't. You don't know that, though. right? You don't know that. You have no clue if I'm fake or not. You don't know if I'm fake or not. You only can see what I'm presenting online, what I present myself as online. He's the most consistent YouTuber of all time. He streams every single day. I gotta close my windows because the storm, but I don't have any issue with Moist Critical at all. Hold on a second, I gotta close my windows. We getting thunderstorms recently, so that's what it is. Not having much hot take doesn't make someone fake. Yeah, it's really strange. Yeah. If you were fake, then brother, time for you to be a legit actor. Yeah, close both of them. If you were fake, then it's time to be an actor. Listen. You don't know content creators, right? And I think this is kind of important, especially when we talk about Moist Critical and stuff like that, because you don't know content creators, right? Like, acting like you know content creators personally, or if they're fake or not, or if they're performative or anything of that variety, is pointless, because every single content creator, no matter who it is pointless. Like Will Tennyson, right? Will Tennyson is my favorite content creator when it comes to muscle stuff, right? I love Will Tennyson. I can tell that he's probably not like this all the time and always like this. He's probably not always in this variety of way it goes. And he has like digitally enhanced photos for a lot of his stuff. He's probably using AI and nobody really cares. He just how he makes his content. Nobody knows if Will Tennyson is fake or not. As a matter of fact, you don't know if any of these content creators are fake. You have no clue. I could go through an entire list of people. Magnus Mctobo, right? This guy. Who knows if he's fake? Who knows if he's fake off camera, on camera, because you don't see the edits in between of what these people are doing. You don't know what any of these people are doing. So to claim that and I'm not like writing hard to defend. Thank you for the 10 jewels, by the way. I'm not writing hard to defend Moist Critical. I don't know the guy. I'm not personally defending the guy. I'm saying it's pointless to get mad at a content creator for perceived fakeness when you don't know the people, and the goal of content creation is literally to manipulate you. The way I get paid is by manipulating you with clickbait titles and clickbait thumbnails. That's how I get paid. I get paid by if you click on the video. Regardless of what I'm talking about, if I can get you to click on the video, I get paid. I get paid regardless of what happens on here when it comes to me trying to get money from you guys by getting your time and ad revenue. Whether you keep me on the background or whatever have you, I get paid based on those metrics. That is how I operate as a content creator. Every single content creator has to do that to get paid. Even me titling my videos, no matter what I do, I have to get paid in some capacity based on advertisers. People do that. Some people take horrible sponsorships. Some people go against their morals. But that's what it takes to be a content creator. It's big inflammatory content just to have the sake of having inflammatory content. That's what it is. That's how people operate. I don't hate people for doing that. It does speak for itself. It's a tension-based economy. Like, I have to go now, but I love watching your video. I thought for anti-abortion people, like, if there's any murders to see your point of view. But, like, yeah, that's fair. It's just goofy. It's nonsensical. You become way too content brain. Frankly, I don't want to hear half-baked takes about politics people who I'm sure he'd admit, don't know very much about it. I'm sure you can hear me out. And this is important. This is really, really important to me, and I really got to talk about this for a second. Everyone is allowed to have an opinion about anything, right? The fact that people call them takes, the fact that people say, oh, he has a take about this, I don't value his take a lot, that's his opinion on the situation. That's his opinion on the situation. That's how he feels about it. He is very free and very allowed to say whatever he wants about pretty much anything. I'm allowed to say whatever I want about pretty much anything. That's the ability you have of freedom of speech. That's the ability you have about freedom of creation. That's the joy of creation. You have the ability to do anything you want on the internet pretty much forever because you're allowed to say what you feel like. That is what it takes to be a content creator, to have the freedom, the brazenness, and the aloofness to say these words and speak them into the void and hope that somebody else connects to those words, and saying things such as, I think chocolate ice cream sucks. I think chocolate is disgusting. I hate strawberries. Blueberries are revolting. I don't think onions are really good on anything. And people saying, I disagree with that opinion. Because people say, oh, your take on the situation, just to make it sound more educated. His takes are disgusting, right? If you want to hear more radical stuff, it's okay, right? You can just leave. You can leave. Way too open about their license shock when their mass moments come off when they make them. It's locals are just people that people make fun of. That's what it is. I think most people, if they put their stuff online, would be locals. The fact that we have people on TikTok expressing their life and doing all that stuff, we get a lot more locals on the common day-to-day basis. That's what it is. That's the nonsense of that. As a Megaton fan, I'm happy you enjoy. Liz saying everyone has to be fake to be so. It's not true. I know you probably know influencers know who are actually not snake oil salesmen. Every single influencer that I know that is my friend is lying to you. And I say this with my whole chest. I mean this with every fiber of my being. I mean this with every fiber of my soul. This is how you become a successful content creator. You have to lie to people. You will not be a successful content creator if you always tell the truth to everybody, if you don't clickbait, because nobody cares about honesty on the internet. People care about being entertained. If you are somebody that cares about honesty, you're lying to yourself. You care about the illusion of honesty. You care about the fact of the matter that somebody matches your echo chamber or your authority in a situation. You don't care about what people actually feel or think. You care about what they present. And you care about a good sob story or a good thing going on. For instance, my car got broken into and it sucks. And I expressed that because it sucks for me and I wanted to talk about it. But nobody really cares about it. Nobody really cares. You're still going to go about your day. I'm suffering because I can't get around as easily as I used to in my car. That's my own personal stressor about going on in life. That's life. Right, that's life. Now, I could make another video and say, hey, guys, I turned my car into a Megazord. And people will say, whoa, you just got your car destroyed. Megazord, yeah, I could do that. That'd be easy to do. It'd be nonsensical, it'd be stupid, and I could show a video where I'm playing a video game and doing that. That is what it takes. That's what it takes to be a content creator. That's what it is. That's what it takes. You have to have a willingness to lie. This is what it takes to me. Your willingness to manipulate is how far you'll get in this business. Your willingness to manipulate. Your willingness to put yourself second, your moral second, your integrity third, and your willingness to be an honest person fourth. Because the first thing that matters to every content creator is getting to the next step. Numbers getting higher, money. That's what happens. That's what it is. That's what it is. That's realistically what it takes to be a content creator, right? That's why I'm not a great content creator. I'm a good content creator, but I'm not great. It's not nihilist. It's not nihilistic to say that. It's not nihilistic to say. It's not nihilistic to say that. Do you know what nihilism is? That's not nihilistic, right? That's not nihilistic, right? What does nihilism mean? What is nihilism? What does nihilism mean? Let's look at the definition of nihilism, right? Nihilism is a family of philosophical views that rejects the existence of any entity, purpose, moral value, truth, or knowledge. It's not nihilistic to say that you have to manipulate. My purpose is to get money in life. My moral value is manipulation. My truth is the matter, the fact that I have to manipulate. And the knowledge that I have among all this is that people are stupid. It's not nihilistic to admit that the average person is an idiot. The average person is dumb. It's okay to say that, right? Lying for a living is how car salesmen exist. That's how we operate, right? It can make you financially comfortable to lie. That's what it is. That is the reality of it. That's how people operate as human. That's how we operate. It is so easy to manipulate people. It's very easy to manipulate people. It's disgustingly easy to... I'll show you an example. I will show you an example. Let me show you how a lot of people get clips. I'm going to show you how people get clips. So this is what a content creator showed me. This is called Twitch Chat Generator. I'm going to make up a name. Kingly Dumbo. Right? Hey, how do you feel about gender politics considering you'll... What was it? Never be a person. All right, now watch this. Now watch this. Watch this. Watch this. Now watch this. I'm going to save the comment, right? I'm going to save the comment, right? This is very important. This is very important. Save the comment, right? Now I have a comment. Bada bing, bada boom. Now, if I weren't streaming, if I were not streaming right now, if there was nothing on screen, if I weren't streaming, and I just wanted to have a clip. If I wanted to make a clip, this is how most people make clips. I'm going to show you a trick that most people do to make clips. This is how you easily can get manipulated. Watch this. So I'm going to turn on display capture. Let me turn on display capture so you guys can see my screen. You go here. It's right here. This is how you can get manipulated easily. Watch this. Watch. I'm going to show you something really cool. This is gonna blow your mind. It's going to blow your whole mind. Now. See that? See my CapCut? It's open. Now watch this. This is gonna blow your mind. This is gonna ruin your week. Maybe I don't even know what it's gonna do for you. It's gonna do something. So I'm gonna open up my CapCut. You guys can see my CapCut. I am now going to make a clip. Watch this. This is how a lot of people make clips. This is how a lot of people make clips. Watch how this is how they do it. Watch. Wait for a minute. Hey, how do you feel about gender politics considering you'll never be a person? I am a person. Why do you think I'm not going to be a person? It's because I'm black. It's because my skin is dark. It's because you want me to talk about gender so you can clip me for something crazy. What are you trying to say to me? What are you trying to say? Are you saying I'm not a person? You're trying to get me mad irrationally or trying to get me rage baited just to react to your comment? Well, congratulations. Now we have it too. We have the whole chat on you. We could talk about you. We could talk about you in my live stream right now. We have people talking about you. We can have the whole world talking about you right now. We got people mad at you for calling me not a person because you've been in here for 2 weeks saying this nonsense to me. You just want to get me agitated and angry. I've been trying to ignore you. I'm not banning you because I think you'll change one day, but obviously you don't have the capacity for growth. And that's okay if you don't have the capacity for growth. Just leave my chat. Get out of here. Stop trying to get me pissed just because you want to get a reaction out of me. Just because you want to feel like you're actually meaningful in your life and your worthless little pathetic squirrel life. Your life is pathetic. Get out of my chat. So, now, that was fake. That was fake. That was obviously fake, right? But nobody knows that that's not in his live stream. Nobody knows that that's fake in his live stream, right? So nobody knows that it's fake. So now I have the clip. I grabbed the clip. Boom. And then here goes the thing. This is how easy it is to make a clip, by the way. This is how fake it is. This is how fake the online spectrum is. And you're telling me that content creators aren't supposed to be fake, but people are going to watch this clip and they're going to say, wow, oh my God, that's messed up. He shouldn't have said that. That's evil. I'm happy you stood up for yourself because people are stupid. That's why. That's why. And you're saying that I'm not fake compared to everybody else? Are you stupid? Right? Here goes. Oh, here we go. Oh, this is fun. Oh, here we go. Boom. Now we have a clip. Right? Here it goes. But I'm less fake than everybody. Everybody online is fake. All of them. Every single one of them. I'm no better than anybody else. Stop trying to put me on a pedestal. Stop doing that. Don't meet your heroes. Literally, stop doing that. Stop it. Grow up. Become a better person. Realize everything's fake online and don't take any of this shit seriously. Literally. Oh, what's this? A content that nobody said? No one said this? Let me add an animation to it. Let me put a flash in. Hey, how do you then make a thing out right there? Who a black hole? Because I'm black. It's because my skin is dark. It's because you want me to talk about gender so you can clip me for something crazy. It's pathetic. Get out of my chat. So boom. Now we have a clip. Oh, what are we going to do with this clip? Oh my God. Let's export it. Let's export the clip. Race bait. Let's make it 60 frames a second. Bada bing, bada boom. I just made content. Oh, look at that. And now look how fast it renders. Look how fast it renders. So you personally want to manipulate people? No, you don't. Who knows what I want to do? I'm not going to tell you my true opinions. What is that? That's crazy. Who knows what I want to do? Maybe I do want to manipulate people. Maybe this is the best way to get money. And that's what it is. Add some glitch effects. Oh my goodness. Hey, how do you feel about gender politics? Boom, now we have a clip. And now you know what I'm going to do with this clip? You know what I'm going to do with this whole clip? You know what I'm going to do with this clip that I just made? I'm going to go right to Twitter. And I'm just going to post it bar for bar. Boom. Boom. Now I'm going to post the clip and wait for it to upload. That's how people make clips. Welcome. Ooh, ha. Oh my God. Oh, that's how people clip farm. Oh my God. That's how it happens. That's how people clip farm. Some people don't even go live. They just do this to get more people into their live stream. That's what happens. That's what it is. That's how people operate. So you're getting mad about people not, and see how fast I just upload that? Look at the high quality of it. Look how high quality it is. 48 seconds. That could go crazy. I will never BS you about manipulation because it's pointless to. Let me point this out. It is, I believe that your card did get Jay. You show where she's not striking me as a fake person that would lie about it for money. I'm not that kind of person. I'm not. But this is what people do. I'm not even personally talking about me all the time, right? I'm just telling you what it takes to be a big content creator. I'm explaining that to you. So you can't, I'm not mad at other people that manipulate because that's what it takes to get a content. That's what it takes to be a content creator. It takes a willingness to manipulate people because the average person is not smart at all. The average person is just not smart. So it's just not a smart person. Like, it's just people aren't smart. People are not smart. I just don't think they're smart enough. And the reason I don't think they're smart enough is because of today's topic. So, Donald Trump. Let's see. You have a customer say more at your job, 100%, same way. The White House, the only political groups that are anti-American, whatever. We don't care about that. We already did that. We're already there for that. That's cool. Okay, so I saw earlier, maybe I saved it as a bookmark. Maybe I didn't save it as a bookmark. Here it goes. I saw this earlier. Now, this is very important to me. This is very important to me. Hold up a second. Oopsie daisy. I'm sorry about this. So. What we have going on right now, besides the hurricane that's going on outside of my house, because it's absolutely crazy and it's actually making me scared. Hold up a second. What's going on outside? What is this? Hold on. Oh my God, we're getting gale force winds right now. We in the middle of a tornado? Oh, I think we're in the middle of a tornado. Hold up a second. Hold on a second. This is actually kind of serious. Hold on. Are we in the middle of a tornado? Oh, we are, I think. Yeah, we're hit with a severe thunderstorm. Yeah, we're in the middle of a severe thunderstorm. Hold on, Squid. Obviously, French toast. I hate both of the other two. Hold on. 1 second.
Now you want me to stay. I've been there for you. Oh, you want me to chase like they usually do. Better call me my name. I'm not Bobo the fool. Oh, your game is your game, but I'm 2 steps up the rule. Checkmate. One time, I'ma tell you one time. I don't like to repeat, I don't like to rewind. Think we need a sunset, I don't wanna revive. Ain't a need to be where you be, see my decline. Conversation gets deep, I hate the incline. Come down to your sense, maybe leave high. From the curve of your hips, I think you'll be fine. Don't go deal with it before I reply. Now you want me to stay. I've been there for you. Oh, you want me to chase like they usually do. Call me my name. I'm not Bobo the fool. Oh, your game is your game, but I'm 2 steps up the road. Checkmate. Slick shit, you must think you big shit, acting like you can do whatever you want. Go around getting into business, front like for real, we can tell what you want. Oh, hit dogs holler and you love collars. Bitch gonna say I'm wrong. You can't.
We got some bad weather right now. Hold on, this is looking serious. What is this? I gotta watch the news.
Good afternoon. Wanted to hop on here and give you a weather update. A live look right now out over Southfield, and you notice that we're seeing some clouds out there, but still plenty of sunshine. But we have so you may catch a few shadows from time to time, but that'll really be about it. Those shade breaks in the lower, if not middle 80s. It is evening temperatures. Livingston County, the Ohio Valley. So between that this afternoon and the cold front.
What is a special marine warning? Yeah, we're in the middle of a bad thunderstorm right now. It's 83 degrees. Oh, we're getting flooding. We're getting flooding. Okay, yeah. Okay, we're getting a lot of flooding right now. Tornado about to take my house? I don't think so. I think we're just in the middle of a bad thunderstorm right now. Get about 2 hours of bad weather. That's fair. Okay. I'm sorry. No, that's okay. That's Detroit. That's how Detroit is. Anyways, back to what I was talking about. So, as we were with the Donald Trump thing. So Trump was talking about the January 6ers and how he made a special fund with taxpayer money to fund them. So this is what taxpayer money is going towards. I'd like us to listen to this for a second.
Mr. President, the Justice Department has this new fund that was announced today, $1.7 billion.
Yeah.
Why should taxpayers pay for the January 6ers?
Well, it's been very well received, I have to tell you. I know very little about it. I wasn't involved in the whole creation of it and the negotiation. But this is reimbursing people that were horribly treated, horribly treated. It's anti-weaponization. They've been weaponized. They've been, in some cases, imprisoned wrongly. They paid legal fees that they didn't have. They've gone bankrupt. Their lives have been destroyed. And they turn out to be right. I mean, it was a terrible period of time in the history of our country. And they worked on it. I know the Justice Department, it's really been working on it very hard. There's been numerous other occasions over the years where things like this have been done, but these were people that were weaponized and really treated brutally by a system that was so corrupt, with corrupt people running it, and they're getting reimbursed for their legal fees and the other things that they had to suffer.
So what he's saying here is that the January 6ers, like he's specifically talking about the January 6ers. I want to save this post. I saved this post specifically because he actually is making a fund for the January 6ers. That's what I'm discovering here. And it's actually horrifying that the January 6ers, pardon, it's like a whole thing here. Let's see here. January 6ers. Let's see. Trump fund. He made a fund specifically for them. IRS prohibited from pursuing audits of Trump and his family. It's just like real corruption going on. And get protection from IRS under lawfare fund settlement. It's a lot of corruption going on with Trump right now. And it's really interesting that so many people are defending him. This is, to me, blatant corruption, right? IRS prohibited from pursuing audits of Trump and his family. As part of the Justice Department's compensation fund deal, officials vowed not to pursue any matter, including those involving Donald Trump's tax returns that are pending. That just seems strange. That just seems strange, right? That seems strange. The Justice Department on Tuesday expanded the agreement if reached this week of President Trump to resolve an extraordinary lawsuit against the IRS to include a provision that would bar the agency from pursuing tax claims against the president, his family, or his businesses. In a one-page document signed by General Attorney Todd Blanche and quietly posted on the department's website, officials vowed not to pursue any matters, including involving Mr. Trump's tax returns that are currently pending. This is so interesting to me. Like, this is so very interesting to me. It's the fact of the matter that we are witnessing record levels of corruption right now in real time. And I gotta give Trump credit. He is draining the swamp by showing us what's in the swamp. It's him. He's showing us what the corruption is right in front of his face. It's really crazy. Yeah, the $1.8 billion compensations fund. Top Republican breaks with Trump on $1.8 billion compensation fund. I need to understand what this... Yeah, here it goes. Republican Senate Majority Leader John Thune has split with the Trump administration over his creation of a $1.8 billion fund aimed at compensating individuals unfairly investigated by previous administrations for their legal fees. This is done with taxpayer money, by the way. I want to point this out. Speaking to reporters, Thune said he was not a big fan of the fund, adding that he did not see a purpose for it. He is the most high-profile member of Trump's own party to criticize the plan. Democrats have condemned it as a slush fund for Trump's political allies, including some charged or convicted over the 2021 U.S. Capitol riot, because some of the money is going for the people of the January 6ers. Ace Attorney General Todd Blanche defended the move on Capitol Hill, saying the compensation was nonpartisan and available to anyone. The anti-weaponization fund was unveiled on Monday in exchange for Donald Trump dropping a $10 billion lawsuit against the IRS over the leak of his tax returns to the media, said the Justice Department. The lawsuit's plaintiffs, which include Trump's elder son, Donald Jr., and Eric, and the Trump Organization, received an apology but no monetary compensation, the department said. Because he's going to lose the investigation. But then it's so insane to see This is insane to see. This is really nuts. The fund will consist of a 5-member commission, 4 of whom will be appointed by the Attorney General. It will have a total of $1.776 billion available to settle and pay cases, a figure that refers to the year of the U.S. declared independence from Great Britain. $1776 billion. That is insane. What is this? This patriotism garbage and corruption, it's like using God's name. It's like we'll have $316 billion because of John 3:16, for he gave his only son. This is so wildly corrupt. So wildly corrupt to witness in real time. It is crazy to see. Thun, the top-ranking Republican in the U.S. Senate, said he was not sure exactly how they intend to use it, and that he expected to undergo a full vetting by lawmakers. My assumption is that based on some of the blowback that's come from this was announced, there will be a significant amount of attention paid to it, he said. In an update on Thursday, the Justice Department quietly filed a one-page memo that expands the settlement. It says Trump is guaranteed to not be investigated for tax crimes in the future. That is crazy. This is such a crazy statement. It is giving him just wild immunities over and over again. Why are we giving Trump so many immunities just for the sake of giving him immunities? This is so wildly disgusting. Vampire, I'll explain to you. I just want you to read this sentence and may give you an example of what we're dealing with here. In an update on Thursday, the Justice Department quietly filed a one-page memo that expands the settlement and says that Trump is guaranteed not to be investigated for tax crimes in the future. Do you know how crazy this sentence is? This is the craziest sentence I've ever read, ever. What is that? Any tax crime? What does that mean? What does that mean? What do you mean? What do you mean he's not getting investigated? None? Not a single one? Not a single thing? Not a single thing he's going to get investigated for? He's just going to get freedom? That's crazy. That's disgusting. The document signed by Attorney John Blanche, but not by the IRS, says the tax agency is forever barred and precluded from pursuing examinations of Trump's finances. Do you realize how insane this statement is? I'm sorry. Like, come on, right? Are we for real right now? Are we for real? Imagine this, right? I'm gonna give you an example. I'm gonna give you an example of how ludicrous, and I'm not talking about the rapper. How ludicrous, because this is ludicrous, genuinely ludicrous. The document signed by oh my God, sorry, I'm messing up my words. The tax agency, the IRS, is forever barred and precluded from pursuing examinations of Trump's finances. Forever barred and precluded. That's very direct language. That means they can never investigate Trump for basically anything. They said, nah, you don't get to investigate Trump. You don't get to investigate Trump for anything. You don't get to do that. It extends this protection to related or affiliated individuals and related and trusted businesses. Do you know how crazy it is that Trump and all of his allies cannot be investigated by the IRS? Trump and his allies cannot be investigated by the IRS. Are we all reading the same thing? Why are we not all freaking out about this? This is the craziest thing I've ever read in my entire life. This is the most insane thing I've ever read in my whole life. What would this mean? What, all of them? Every single one of them can't be investigated? This is crazy. Forever. This is a forever claim. It extends this protection to related or affiliated individuals. What does this mean, Donald Jamarcus Trump? What does this mean? This is crazy. Thank you for the 20 jewels, Ms. Jordan Bay. I appreciate that. This is nuts. This is nuts. This is nuts. This is nuts. Okay. Hunter Biden could file claims, says Vance. Asked about the fund during the news briefing on Tuesday, Vice President J.D. Vance said it had been misrepresented by the media. Okay. Anyone can apply for it, he said, adding that include the president, General Hosbach, who's convicted of felony charges. In a congressional hearing early on Tuesday, Blanche also defended the fund, arguing that Democrats are not excluded from seeking compensation. While he acknowledged, okay, so hear me out. This is really important, right? And I gotta say this. Maybe I'm not clear on this. Maybe I'm not crystal. So the fund that they made, which gives everybody that is affiliated with Trump or related to Trump ability to not be attacked by the IRS, forever barred, right, could file the claim. Anyone can apply for it, he said, including Hunter Biden's son. We're not excluding Democrats. That's not the point. That's not the point. That's not the point. It's the fact that it's corruption. This is corrupt to say that you can't be investigated by the IRS. That's the point of the corruption. Oh, I'm so pissed. I'm so angry. I'm so mad right now. Oh, I'm not violent. I'm so violent. What do you mean? This doesn't make any sense to me. This doesn't make any sense to me. Also, a definitive on saying that I don't care if Democrats are not excluded from this. That's not the point. The fact that it exists in the first place is disgusting. That's crazy. What is happening is you write the check. Trump and his cronies cash it. American taxpayers who are already being whacked by high prices are going to foot the bill because this whole fund is done by taxpayer money. Who cares if Democrats are included? You're both ass. You both suck. Oh, y'all gonna make me blow a gasket. This is disgusting. Maybe Lacey, you might be right. Is this why Democrats have been practically colluding and doing nothing? You think maybe because they're all benefiting from it. And I keep saying this. The battle was not left and right. It's up, down, because these guys are up above us arguing over nothing. This is so stupid. Oh, this is so dumb. Oh, it's the dumbest thing I've ever seen in my entire life. Oh my God, this is so dumb. This is so dumb. This is so dumb. This is. How does it feel riding my dick? Thank you so much for the 198 bits. I appreciate that. This is so wildly corrupt. A national announcement that the law doesn't apply to white people. That's not incorrect. The only teacher here is John. Yeah, this is wild. Like this is weird to me. I feel like I'm dumb. I feel like I'm dumb. So I gotta talk about the compensation fund, right? Compensation fund. Pursuing audits of Trump and his family. I feel as though I gotta make a video about this, right? Like, come on, I feel like we gotta make a video about this. We gotta. I feel who wants to be included in the video? Who wants to be included in the YouTube video? Who wants to be here for the YouTube video? Who wants to be here for it, right? Who's here for the YouTube video? Huh? Who wants to say hi YouTube for me? Yeah, you want to be in the YouTube video? Get my glasses on so I can talk about this. I'm gonna grandstand for about 12 minutes. Who's ready to see me grandstand? Who's ready to see me grandstand? Hi YouTube, pleasure to see you all. All right. Ready, set, and ladies with gentle hands, ladies' hands across my face, ladies with small, delicious, beautiful hands, men with big, broad, amazing hands, and non-binary people with something that I can't even fathom or annihilate inside of my body, chest, mind, and soul. We are talking about Trump forever being barred from the IRS ever investigating him. No, I'm not joking. No, I'm not making it up. No, I'm not hitting you with the piddly wink nonsense. No, I'm not hitting you with the, oh, this is all a fake story. No, Trump has been forever barred indefinitely from being investigated by the IRS. And this is a very horrifying thing. That means that the IRS can't get him for laundering or tax fraud or tax evasion. And I was thinking maybe it was because he was too old. Maybe he was just an old man. He didn't have the ability to actually get it up anymore. His prostate's out of whack. He's actually spitting out dust out of his crockett chocolate. That's maybe what I'm thinking. But no, something worse is happening without the entire thing. This is disgusting. Donald Trump has done the most blatant, in-our-face corruption that I've ever seen in my entire life. This is disgusting, weird, wacky, and nasty. And right now, we're live. Hi. If you ever want to see me live, I go live at 4 o'clock basically almost most days. So let's talk about what's happening here. We're going to start with the BBC, the big black broadcasting channel. Not a big fan. Top Republican breaks with Trump on $1.8 billion compensation fund. Now, if you don't know what the compensation fund is for a bunch of January 6ers that got attacked during the riots going on against the Capitol. So we actually have a word. Sorry, that was a bit loud. We actually have a word from Donald Trump right here. Now, let's listen to exactly what she says.
Mr. President, the Justice Department has this new fund that was announced today, $1.7 billion.
Yeah.
Why should taxpayers pay for the January 6ers?
Well, it's
So she is specifically stating that they're paying for the January 6ers. Now, if you don't remember January 6th, I'd like to rekindle your brain. I'd like to do something that helps you out inside of your mind. I want to make sure we're all on the same page here. So we remember what happened on January 6th. Let's get a little bit of memory. If you just look up January 6th, you can see images popping through. You can see the nonsense that happened with January 6th, all the horrors that happened with January 6th. And January 6th, United States, it was a capital attack because on January 6th, 2021, the United States and Washington, D.C. was attacked by a mob of supporters of President Trump in an attempted self-coup 2 months after his defeat in the 2020 presidential election. They sought to keep him in power by preventing a joint session of Congress from counting the electoral votes to formalize the victory of then President-elect Joe Biden. The attack was unsuccessful in preventing the certification of election results, according to the bipartisan House Select Committee that investigated the incident. The attack was the culmination of a plan by Trump to overturn the election. This is on the Wikipedia page. It's Trump actively stating that, yeah, he initiated this. Within 36 hours, 5 people died. One was shot by the Capitol Police. Another died of somehow I don't even know what's happened. A drug overdose? What were you doing? PCP, rushing the Capitol? And 3 died of natural causes. You were too old rushing the Capitol? What were you doing at the Capitol rushing it when you were so old? What's going on? Are you rushing the Capitol and you're just old? Is that what's happening? You're an old man rushing the Capitol and that's what's happening there? Including a police officer who died of a stroke a day after being assaulted by rioters and collapsing at the Capitol. Jesus Christ. Sweet old Pete. You died of a stroke? He died from stroking it? That's disgusting. Oh my goodness. I'm sorry for his loss. I apologize for his happening. I'm sad that he lost his life. Many people were injured, including 170 police officers. 4 officers who responded to the attack died by... Oh my God, within 7 months, damage caused by the entire city, 2.7 million. It is the only attempted coup d'etat directed towards the federal government in the history of the United States. It was done by Republicans. So I want you to really understand why January 6th is such a prolific date in U.S. history. We got to live through the only coup d'etat directed towards the federal government. This was the only one ever in history. I want you to understand that. Call to action by Trump on January 5th and 6th. Thousands of his supporters had gathered in Washington, D.C. to support his false claims that the 2020 election had been stolen by emboldened radical left Democrats and to demand that then Vice President Mike Pence and Congress reject Biden's victory. Starting at noon on January 6th at a Save America rally on the Ellipse, Trump gave a speech in which he repeated false claims of election irregularities and said, if you don't fight like hell, you're not going to have a country anymore. This was disgusting. Disgusting. As Congress began the electoral count, thousands of attendees, some armed, walked to the Capitol, and hundreds breached police perimeters. Among the rioters were leaders of the Proud Boys and the Oath Keeper militias. Now, you don't know what the Proud Boys are. We got to remember what the Proud Boys are. We can't forget about the Proud Boys. Is an American-free, far-right, neo-fascist militant organization that promotes and engages in political violence. The group's leaders have been convicted of violently opposing the federal government. The Proud Boys, basically, neo-fascists, basically, N-A-Z-Is. That's what we have going on here. This is the disgust that was happening here. So, now, please note that these people were attacking on January 6th. We got the dots connected. You're connecting it. And these people with taxpayer money are now being pardoned in a $1.7 billion fund to excuse their legal fees. Let's keep going.
It's been very well received, I have to tell you. I know very little about it. I wasn't involved in the whole creation of it and the negotiation. But this is reimbursing people that were horribly treated. It's anti-weaponization. They've been weaponized. They've been, in some cases, imprisoned wrongly. They paid legal fees that they didn't have. They've gone bankrupt. Their lives have been destroyed. And they turned out to be right. I mean, it was a terrible period of time in the history of our country. And they worked on it. I know the Justice Department, it's really been working on it very hard. There's been numerous other occasions over the years where things like this have been done, but these were people that were weaponized and really treated brutally by a system that was so corrupt, with corrupt people running it, and they're getting reimbursed for their legal fees and the other things that they had to suffer.
So this is what we're dealing with here. So let's go deeper into the compensation fund that is going on with this nonsense. So this is really disgusting, right? It's nasty. So we have this going on here. This is one of his advisors, one of the people that are against the fund, by the way. I want to talk about this. Republican Senate Majority Leader John Thune has split with the Trump administration over its creation of a $1.8 billion fund aimed at compensating individuals unfairly investigated by previous administrations. Now, this is not justice in any capacity. It's not even an unfair investigation. They were noticing corruption and decided to investigate. They are now using taxpayer money to help January 6ers who did the only attack against the federal government. This is very important. This is wildly important to talk about this. And speaking to reporters, Thune said he was not a big fan of the fund, adding that he did not see a purpose for it. He is the most high-profile member of Trump's own party to criticize the plan. And this is very important because if Trump's own people don't even like the plan, why are you even doing it? Democrats have condemned it as a slush fund for Trump's political allies, including some charged or convicted over the 2021 U.S. Capitol riot. So if you are loyal to Trump, you gain this fund, essentially. Now, people are saying that Democrats can access it too, and I don't care if Democrats can access it too. As a matter of fact, I don't care if the far left, the far right, I don't care who can access it. The fund shouldn't exist in the first place. Using taxpayer money is my biggest concern. Acting Attorney General Todd Blanche defended the move on Capitol Hill, saying that compensation was nonpartisan and available to anyone. That's disgusting still. That just shows corruption at the highest power. It's showing that it's not left or right anymore. It's up versus down because you're attacking people at the bottom for the actions of the people at the top is what's happening here. This is disgusting. The Anti-Weaponization Fund was unveiled on Monday in exchange for Donald Trump dropping a $10 billion lawsuit against the IRS over the leak of his tax returns to the media, said the Justice Department. Disgusting. The lawsuit's plaintiffs, which include Trump's elder son, Donald Jr. and Eric, and the Trump organization, receive an apology, but no monetary compensation, the department says. So the IRS doesn't get to pay anything. They don't got to pay anything at all. The IRS doesn't get to pay anything. We are watching the League of Evil, the League of Super Evil, investigate themselves for being evil. That's what we are witnessing right now. That's what's happening. So this is disgusting. It's nasty. The fund will consist of a 5-member commission, 4 of whom will be appointed by the Attorney General. It will have a total of $1.7 billion available to settle and pay cases, a figure that refers to the U.S. declared independence from Great Britain 250 years ago. Shout out to 1776. God, I love America. God bless America. Thune, that's a powerful name, by the way. The top-ranking Republican in the U.S. Senate said that he was not sure exactly how they intend to use it and that he expected to undergo a full vetting by lawmakers. My assumption is that based on some of the blowback that's come since this was announced, there will be a significant amount of attention paid to it, he said. In an update on Tuesday, this is today, the Justice Department quietly filed a 1-page memo that expands the settlement and says that Trump is guaranteed to not be investigated for tax crimes in the future. Trump is guaranteed, right, to not be investigated for tax crimes in the future. Guaranteed. He can do fraud. He can do evasion. He can do money laundering. He will not be investigated by the IRS in any capacity. We need this, the ultra wealthy attacking us at this point. Do you realize what that means? Do you realize what this means? Right? And I want to point this out. The document signed by Acting Attorney General Todd Blanche but not by the IRS, says that the tax agency is forever barred and precluded from pursuing examinations of Trump's finances. Are we for real right now? They are forever barred and precluded from pursuing examinations of Trump's finances. Whoa, I'm not done yet. I'm not done. Hold on a second. You thought I was done? Put that boy back in the oven. Those cookies got to cook a little bit longer. They're a bit too soft. Let's get hard for a second. It extends this protection to related and affiliated individuals and related trusts and businesses. I want you to read this I want you to really understand. I want you to really understand what I just said. That forever, the IRS is forever barred from ever examining anybody that is affiliated or related to Trump and any related trust and businesses. Do you understand what I'm saying? This is a real thing, right? Now, this is really important too, because Hunter Biden, hold on a second. We got Hunter Biden. Hold up a second. Hunter Biden, the crackhead, my goat. could file claims, says Vance. Oh, with Hunter Biden, Democrats could actually file claims too. I don't know why you're so mad about this. This is insane. Asked about the fund during a news briefing on Thursday, Vice President J.D. Vance said it had been misrepresented by the media. Anyone can apply for it, he said, adding that this included President Joe Biden's son, Hunter Biden, who was convicted of felony gun-related charges in 2024. How is that an unfair investigation? I'm sorry. How is that an unfair investigation if he actually had the gun charges? What do you mean by unfair? What compensates? What is the ability of unfair investigations? And I remember we're paying for it. Every time you get taxed on food or groceries, every time you get that video game tax, every time you get taxed on eggs, every time you get gas tax, every time you do anything that involves taxes, anytime you pay your taxes, you're paying for this. This is you, Soldier Boy. You are paying for this. That's what's happening. In a congressional hearing early on Tuesday, Blanche also defended the fund, arguing that Democrats are not excluded from seeking compensation. This is insane. While he acknowledged the fund was unusual, Blanche said it is not unprecedented. Interesting. So you admit that having freedom, having the taxpayers pay for the legal fees of people is unusual. Interesting. It's not limited to Republicans, he said. There's no limitation on the claims. I guess I can file for it, right? I guess I can file for it, right? Okay, interesting. Okay, that's so strange. Blanche faced criticism from Democrats during the hearing. Washington State Democratic Senator Party Patty Murray, for example, said that the fund is corruption that has never been more blatant and more widespread. Obviously, yes, this is ridiculous. This is insane. What is happening is you write the check, Trump and his cronies cash it. American taxpayers who are already being threatened with high prices are going to foot the bill, she said. This is so blatantly corrupt. This is the most ridiculous thing I have ever seen in terms of nonsense over and over again. It is insane to witness. I have never in all of my days, in all of my years on this earth, seen something so wildly, blatantly corrupted. And I wanted you to understand that you may hate the far right. Oh, you may despise them. You may hate conservatives. You may hate your church-going neighbor that says it's a sin that you're gay and you're getting your chocolate starfish blasted every single day. And you guys are arguing with each other, arguing, well, you're an evil man and you suck. And it's fair to argue because you want to feel powerful. Hell, you might go on Twitter and get in a 20-page argument, arguing with your whole chest, mind, body, spirit, and soul about, oh, we got to defund the police. We got to get equal rights for everybody. We got to do that. And you could argue that till you're blue in the face. And if you're on the right, I'm sure you're going to argue and say nonsensically, well, Black Lives Matter gets a bunch of stuff and they got DEI initiatives. Why do they have DEI initiatives? Black people have had the same chance as everybody else in this country. Black people have had the same rights and benefits as everybody for all I can remember. And I would like to show you something for all the people that say that. When did black people get the right to vote? When did black people get the right to vote? Well, that was the Voting Rights Act of 1965 that ensured fair voting, which just got overturned. Oh, I'm sorry. That just got overturned. This is how black people were getting the right to vote, but the Voting Rights Act, I'm pretty sure, just got overturned, right? Just hands down yeah, it did. The Voting Rights Act just got overturned. Oh, it did. It just got gutted. It got gutted. With the federal Voting Rights gutted, Michigan has crafted their own version. This is the whole thing there. I want to point this out. This is disgusting. The Voting Rights Act was there. The U.S. Supreme Court has eviscerated the Voting Rights Act. What's next? That was to make sure that not just black people, but you too, white people, were having the ability to vote. So that was, and this is going to sound cool, that was a DEI initiative, though. That was a DEI initiative. Now, what did the Voting Rights Act do? No, you probably don't know what it did. The Voting Rights Act is a landmark U.S. federal statute that prohibits racial discrimination in voting. But that's DEI. We don't care. We don't care. We don't care. Oh, we don't care, right? It prevents racial discrimination. It was signed into law by President Lyndon B. Johnson during the height of the Civil Rights Movement on August 6, 1965. Congress later amended the act 5 times to expand its protections. So, interesting. Very, very interesting. This helped black people get not racially discriminated during voting, and it got amended, and it got even further amended to make sure people got it. It was designed to enforce voting rights protected by the 14th and 15th Amendments to the United States Constitution. The act sought to secure the right to vote for racial minorities throughout the country, especially in the South. According to the U.S. Department of Justice, the act has secured the most effective piece of federal civil rights legislation ever enacted. The National Archives and Records Administration said the Voting Rights Act of 1965 was the most significant statutory regulatory change in the relationship between the federal and state governments in the area of voting since the Reconstruction period after the Civil War. This is the most important thing of all time. This is genuinely the most important thing of all time. I mean this with my whole chest, mind, body, spirit, and soul. I mean this with my whole chest. It is disgusting to see this. It is genuinely disgusting to see the fact that this is being gutted in so many different ways. It's nasty. I genuinely hate it with my whole mind, body, chest, and soul. It's gross. It's genuinely gross. I genuinely hate it. I really hate this. The fact that so many people are for it, the fact that people aren't fighting this deeper, the fact that people are so uneducated about certain things when it comes to their protections, or even just in general when it comes to knowing the law. It's disgusting. We are in the biggest wave of misinformation of all time, and we're just in the biggest wave of misinformation, and people are actively just lollygagging about it. They're so happy about what's happening in the world. They're like, oh, this is very regular. I'm very happy about this. This is just regular. I'm seeing this all the time. This is just what happens in the world. Black people have had the rights forever. No, black people have not had the rights forever. We have to fight for these things. We have to fight tooth and nail for the Voting Rights Act. And the act contains numerous provisions that regulate elections. Its general provisions provide nationwide protections for voting rights. Section 2 prohibits state and local governments from imposing the rule. And you know what's happening? And I mean this with my whole chest. You know what's happening? It's a bunch of, dare I say, white people that are very upset that DEI was enacted in the first place. They're very upset that they don't have the freedoms to be offensive or racist. They don't have the freedoms of what it is. We have tried for many years to get civil rights, to get things on an even playing field. The fact of DEI laws being initiated in the first place was so people could actually have diversity, exclusion, and inclusivity. Like, it's a whole thing. Diversion, equality, and inclusivity. It's a whole thing. DEI, the meaning of it, what it meant, the pillars of it, the diversity, equity, and exclusion. Do you know what this is? You know what this is? Our organizational framework seeks to promote the fair treatment and full participation of all people, particularly groups who have historically been underrepresented, marginalized, and subject to discrimination based on identity or disability. These three notions, diversity, equity, and inclusion, together represent the three closely linked values which organizations seek to institutionalize through DEI frameworks. And this somehow has been bad. Because, black people are getting too many free things, and this is too free for a lot of people. It's because we've had to fight so long to help, and people are still racist, right? Racism just didn't disappear. It didn't just go away. It didn't just turn under and actually have a bad thing. Racism still exists in this country because the framework of this country has been, as a nation, racist. That is how it's been for years, eons. It's been a paradox of, black people are people, I guess. Let's make tipping a thing. So if you care about black people so much, you can tip them out of your own wallet. I, as a business, don't have to pay black people. Tipping was made before DEI. And tipping shows that DEI is really important, right? Because tipping only exists because there was no DEI. Because companies could pay black workers who were recently freed as slaves, they could pay them crazy low wages, pay them like $1 an hour, 50 cents an hour, and then it was up to the person being fed by the black person to see the black person as an individual. The business didn't have to care about that. That's why DEI practices were put in place in the first place. And it's just all these things that white people have had all these advantages, and now the white people want the advantages back. Right? Well, we're going to use taxpayer money to pay for the legal fees. We're going to make sure this happens. We're going to do all this stuff. And after all these things, right? This is disgusting. Early DEI efforts includes preferential hearing and treatment of veterans of the U.S. Civil War, their widows and orphans in 1865 and 1866. This was amended to give preference to veterans during the Reduction in Force Act. In 1921-1925, executive order by President Coolidge and Harding established 10-point preference for veterans towards exams and hiring criteria for federal employment. In 1944, the Veterans Preference Act codified the previous executive orders, clarified criteria, and included special hiring provisions for disabled veterans. DEI is for veterans too. DEI is for veterans. Did you know that? You probably didn't know that. You probably thought it was just for black people, right? Probably thought it was just for black people. Interesting. That's so strange. I thought DEI was just for black people. No, it's for veterans too. DEI is for veterans because nobody wanted to hire a disabled veteran. Yeah, you fought for the country, but you're slow on the line. We don't want to hire you. Yeah, but you have PTSD. You're shell-shocked, buddy. Get out of here and go live on the streets. That's why there's so many homeless veterans, because we're reenacting, like, we're getting rid of DEI protections and stuff of that variety. That's why you see homeless veterans so often, because nobody respects veterans. They get 15% off at Waffle House, dude. That's what you get. That's it. That's disgusting. It's so disgusting. We try so hard to get diversity and care about that. The Americans with Disability Act, to care about people with disabilities so they can actually work. It's disgusting to see all this stuff, and then everything's just getting pushed back. Pushed back. It's a United States government purge. This is the whole thing. In January 2025, President Donald Trump called DEI efforts illegal and immoral discrimination acts and public waste in his January 20 executive order. Rescinded executive order 1102,2046 on January 21st, demanding that the government's DEI programs be shut down by January 23rd and placed employees on administrative and eventual layoff. So President Trump, you may not know this, but he doesn't care about veterans. He doesn't care about black people, disabled people, none of that. Anybody that's having a hard time, all these provisions by DEI, he deemed as wasteful. If you're not able-bodied in America, it doesn't matter to him. And he needs help from the American taxpayers for legal fins and his friends, and he can't be investigated anymore. This is the president of the United States currently. This is the man who voted into office. In early February 2025, a lawsuit was filed against Trump's executive orders, arguing that they were unconstitutional. In March, the United States Court of Appeals circuits paused the lower court's nationwide preliminary injunction and permitted the enforcement of the executive orders pending the outcome of the appeal. This is called corruption. It's been this way since Trump got in office, but he's doing so much crazy stuff that you can't even notice anything that's going on. Let me show you how much crazy stuff he's doing. Let me show you the amount of crazy stuff that he's doing. This is disgusting. So every single hour, he posts nonsense, just nonsense. Just so much nonsense over and over again. All he does is post these long-winded, nonsensical things stating that make America great again. I don't even want to read them because all he does is just post all day. All these AI-generated stuff, posting this stuff doesn't make any sense. No one's going to read that. No one cares about that. He's doing all these Trump addresses, State of the Union addresses, all this nonsense. Who knows what he's addressing in this? Who cares? He's doing AI nonsense and he's making AI slop about his things. Look at how much this has been one day. I've been scrolling and he's done this in one day. He's obsessed with online media. All he does, Space Force. He looks powerful and intimidating. All this to distract you from all the other undercut corruption that he's doing right in our faces. All the undercut corruption that he's doing right in our faces. And he's doing it because nobody can pay attention to the fact that he's doing this over and over again, because he does so much bad over and over again, and he keeps having his people say that it's actually good for the country, and it's bad over and over again every single time. He cannot be investigated by the IRS. His allies can't be investigated. We're witnessing so much garbage, so much evil, so much nonsense that it's baffling to me that people would still argue on his side because they think they're a part of his club. They think that they actually get some preferential treatment. They think they're actually getting something. It's because white people, and I don't mean all white people, I just want to point this out. White people don't know what it's like to not own something, to not have something, to not have the ability to say that this isn't ours. This is disgusting. It's nasty. I hate every single second of it because it feels so unfair and unjust that, oh, well, black people are getting this. Why can't I get that? I want hip hop. I want to be able to say the N word. I want this. I want these things. You have so much. You have buildings, you have skyscrapers, you have the world, you have an inch, you took a mile, then you took the entire nation from indigenous people. You took everything. You took it all. You are rebellious. You are hardy. You think you're the big brother. You think you know better. You think you can civilize black people. You want to be freely racist because you think that's what it means to say freedom of speech. And you have initiated the love of hate of other people. And you wanted a nation for white people because you were scared that white people for all of history have been a minority. And that's fair. You made America a melting pot, but not a melting pot in the way you think. This is a very lesser known fact. Melting pot does not mean, oh, a combination of black people, Indian people, indigenous people, Native American. No, it doesn't do that. See, this is the thing. Melting pot means that you erase your Scandinavian tribe. You erase your ability of Norseness. You get rid of the Geats, the Vikings. You get rid of all the Scotsmen and the Welsh people. You're just white now. Have pride in your whiteness. The fact that you have a blank slate. Be proud you have a blank slate. Be proud of only American history and not the history before it. That's what you should be proud of. Just that. You have a blank slate of whiteness. It's the promise of a melting pot to melt all the white people, all the white-skinned people together. That's what the idea of America's melting pot truly is. And people are upset they don't get that anymore. This is disgusting. This is really disgusting. Doesn't even matter if we impeach him. Doesn't matter. This is horrifying in more ways than I could possibly fathom. And I am so sickened by everything that is going on and the blatant corruption that we're seeing in this country, the nonsense we're seeing. It's nasty. It's so gross. I hate it. I genuinely despise it. Anyways, this is disgusting, and I hate every single second of it. I'm not a fan of anything Trump is doing because it really grosses me out. I am angry and upset and vitriolically mad about everything. And let's read some chat. They want hated of freedom, but it's the only thing that gets it through. It's so strange. It's such a strange way to live, so strange way to exist overall. I don't grasp it. I'd love to hold it in my hand and grasp what people are seeing with this. I'd love to I'd love to understand, because I feel like I don't understand, and me not understanding is killing me. Or the big booty twins. What a statement. It's killing me that so much just. I can only ascribe it as genuinely blatant corruption going on right in front of our faces, and people are wildly okay with it. Italian Lady Fly is just a cult. It's even beyond a cult. I would consider it to be even beyond what a cult would even be. This is beyond cultship. This is beyond cult leadership. This is beyond all that, because a cult would at least have some basis where I could tear it apart, or at least talk about it. It's so beyond, it's derangement. It's beyond derangement. And maybe I do have Trump derangement syndrome, right? Because he keeps saying, well, people have Trump derangement syndrome. Oh, people have Trump derangement system. It's really sad. I am wildly disgusted by the weakness. Because our enemy is the weakest and the strongest foe we've ever faced. We are facing against somebody that is so fragile, so scared of everything, so scared of differences in the world, so scared of what is happening, so scared, so fearful, so wildly fearful, so insanely, incessantly fearful of the world that they choose to try to be different than what the world is. It's crazy. It's crazy. I'm gonna follow the I've Had It podcast, or one of my favorites. Never heard of that. I'm sorry. I'm just so wildly angered by all of the stuff that I'm seeing, and he's just doing it over and over again, because Trump just doesn't care. Trump doesn't care. Let's see what, and I hate to do this. I'm gonna have to go to Fox News. I'm gonna have to go to Fox News and see what they say. How do they feel? How do we feel about? Here's what's killing me, right? I'm kind of curious. How do people feel about the anti-weaponization fund? How do people feel about this? Because this is killing me. So I want to see this. I want to see what I want to listen to a lawyer. We're going to listen to this video real fast. I want to see what she has to say. Give me one moment. I want to hear her. I turned off my volume. Whole moment. I like them gun.
The legal news calmly and factually, but today the news is so outrageous that calm is just not possible. Today we witnessed what I would call the greatest abuse of our legal system in history. It rises to the level of a criminal conspiracy between the president and the Justice Department. Let me explain. Hey everybody, I'm Liz Oyer, the former pardon attorney for the Department of Justice. I told you last week about the sham lawsuit that Donald Trump filed against the IRS, seeking $10 billion in damages. The judge handling the case suspected the lawsuit was a farce, so she appointed a team of independent legal experts to evaluate the merits of the case. They all agreed that it's nonsense and it should be thrown out. But before the court could toss the case, Trump's lawyers moved to dismiss it voluntarily. Why? Because Trump reached a settlement agreement with the Justice Department, which he controls. Todd Blanche announced the settlement this morning. Here's what it does. It uses taxpayer money to create a nearly $1.8 billion slush fund for Trump's allies and supporters. They are calling it an anti-weaponization fund. According to Blanche, the purpose is to compensate victims of lawfare and weaponization. The fund will have the power to issue both formal apologies and monetary relief. The fund will have 5 members who are appointed by the Attorney General and can be removed by the President. These 5 people have total discretion to give this money, our money, to anyone they choose, with no oversight, no transparency, and no public input. I don't say this lightly. This is straight up criminal. By approving this settlement, the acting Attorney General has agreed at the President's request to dip into the U.S. Treasury where our tax dollars are held and give away our money to people who have no legal right to it. This is a theft of our property. It is a fraud on the American people. It is a criminal conspiracy at the highest levels of our government. As the acting Attorney General, Todd Blanche is entrusted with defending the United States against frivolous lawsuits. He has a fiduciary duty to protect taxpayer money from false and fraudulent claims. He has abdicated that duty. He has betrayed the American people. He has betrayed his oath to uphold the Constitution. This is the type of thing we should be protesting in the streets. I know it's exhausting, but our democracy is depending on us to keep it afloat. Please call your elected reps and demand that they block this settlement. Please make sure your friends and your neighbors know that this is a criminal abuse of the legal system. Please do whatever you can to spread the word and sound the alarm.
So I'm probably going to include that at the end or beginning of my video. I don't know yet. But this is, to me, right, just to me, is so... And it's crazy because we're at war with Iran right now. Gas prices are so crazy that the average person can't even fathom what is happening right now. They can't actively, reasonably think about any of this stuff going on, right? They can't think about any of this stuff. They can't really say, oh, yeah, I want to be focused on this deeply. I want to focus on the corruption and the evil, but they're so depressed. They're so depressed by everything. They're so depressed by the world, the state of it, how horrifying it is with Trump. The fact that they can't get jobs is depressing. The fact that we can't actively do anything about our financial situation is depressing. Everything is wild, depressing. Like it's really sad. It's really, really sad. And a lot of people say that they were duped because Trump says so much information, and they were duped. Because if you're hearing somebody constantly say things are fine and you just say, okay, I guess things are fine, you're going to think things are fine. Because people are, and this is going to be really sad, people are simple. We're very simple creatures. We don't look deeper into things. We don't seek deeper into things. That's why I try my best to read whole articles. I know it seems taxing and depressing to read an entire article about something. Oh, he's reading the entire article. Yes. Yes. Yes, I'm reading the entire article because I want people to fully understand what is going on. I try my best to do that, right? Faith in general is a trap. I think so. I think so. Having faith. And that's the thing I think what people are doing is they're having faith that because Trump is doing something different, it's going to be better. I think people don't understand that what he's doing isn't different. It's just significantly worse. Like he's just doing worse. He's doing pure evil as opposed to slightly corrupt evil. It's really, really bad. And people are so caught up on all these race wars and all the other stuff that Trump can just kind of coast under all this and get away with it because nobody's really paying attention to what he's doing. Nobody's paying attention to every single piece of what he's doing because he's able to get away with everything so easily. So easily he's able to get away with corruption and evil and disrespect and ruining people's lives. It's nasty. It is so nasty to see that Trump is getting away with all this, and he's probably going to continue to get away with this for the rest of the time that he's in office. We've got, 2 more years of Trump? 2 more years. Our only hope is the midterms, I think, right now. It has gotten that dire. It has gotten that dire to the point where I almost can't trust any of this. I can't trust anything that's going on. I can't trust these people. I can't trust our government. Our institutions are crumbling. People are having less faith. People are thinking that way should be nihilistic. But I ask you this, as my people in chat right now, as all the people watching me, I ask you this. What would giving up do? I vote to meet insanity with insanity. We have to. We have to meet insanity with insanity. If we don't meet insanity with insanity, we're going to lose anything. Vance and Kirk don't win. Oh, if Vance and Kirk win, that'd be crazy. That'd be insane. We have to have faith. We got to do something. Call your representatives is what I say. I say call your representatives. We have to. We have to call these people. I think that after Trump, Vance is probably the most reasonable person to go next. Is vice president. That's what it go. You have to fight crazy with crazier. That's what it is. What does my dad have again? What, diabetes? No prostate? Which one? What is going on? Hello, Grockman. How's it going? It's better to just take. It's way better just taking it. Voting doesn't matter anymore. Voting does matter. Don't say that, Groudon Gamer. Voting does matter. Voting does matter. Everyone I think is routed to vote, but the redistricting passing in Tennessee is a huge deal. It is. But even with him redistricting everything, he's still going to lose. Like, here's the thing. They're still going to lose. Despite the fact that the Voting Rights Act got completely gutted. Oh, it got completely gutted. It really got gutted. We still have the ability to fight back. I don't want you to think that all this is hopeless and I'm a doomer to make you feel horrifying and sad about the future. My goal is not to tell you things to make you sad. It's to inform you about things so you can actually fight against them. I find people that are wiser than me to take from them and use that as a way to strike. Voting does matter. Freedom of speech is the right to vote. It is. Freedom of speech is the big right to vote. We have to watch. We have to fight. We have to fight. We have to fight. My CJ will probably win. Fighting against who? We're fighting against literally the U.S. government. We're fighting against Trump. You stupid girl about the Texas shit. Like, are you actually stupid? Yeah, dude, hold on. My friend's mom were like, oh, no, they don't understand. Just making it fair because it wasn't fair for white people. It's so crazy to see. It's nuts. How am I doing today? Oh, I'm a little agitated. What's up? Insert the Churchill quote. What's the Churchill quote? Winston Churchill? What's the Winston Churchill quote? Success is not final. Failure is not fatal. It is the courage to continue that counts. Is that what it is? When he's losing followers day by day, it will be like kicking a dead horse in a year. Yeah, at this point, yeah, it will be. We're listening to the news. They think it's all fake. Trump. You know what's crazy? What's up, Kerium? Here goes the crazy part. People, and this is going to sound so... It actually ties in perfectly to the next thing I want to talk about. It ties in so perfectly to the very next thing that I wish to talk about. So, and I say this with love in my heart. How many of you guys know about trans conservatives? How do you guys know about that? Who knows about that? We'll talk about that later, Silver Claw. We're talking about something else right now. So how do you guys know about that? You guys know about trans conservatives? All right. Hello, Ivy Moon. You guys know about trans conservatives? I have been seeing an uptick. Oh, they're not fake. They're not fake. Just saw my video on it. I discovered upon reading the comments that a lot of people didn't know this was a real thing. It's very, very real. It's very real. It's not a fake thing. It's not me making something up. It's not me spinning a yarn. It's a very, very, very real thing. Right? It's a very real thing. I'm going to find this for you because I'm going to look for it real fast. It's real. Funky Frog Bait mentioned. Is Funky Frog Bait a trans conservative? What? What are you talking about? Where's Funky Frog Bait? What's going on? I used to be one? Oh my god. They're not fake. I know it seems like a psyop. I know it seems fake. It's not fake. It is not fake. I wish it was fake. But it's not. So, no, they're liberal. They so left. No. That's fake news. I'm sorry. I just read something. I said Funky Frog Bait mentioned. I am well aware lepers are going to eat their faces too. It is so bad. So, I made a video about it earlier, Dad. Released it about an hour ago. But if you don't know, there are people that see the far left. Like far left, right? They'll see the far left people and they'll say, oh, these people are evil. Oh. They're talking about getting offended by pronouns and all this other stuff. It's the Jeffree Star effect. I want to call it the Jeffree Star effect. Jeffree Star famously does not like trans people. Jeffree Star does not like trans people. Jeffree Star is very against vehemently trans people, but Jeffree Star loves gay people. Because Jeffree Star views gay people and trans people as two separate things. He thinks they're wildly separate things. Now, if you ask, most people, they're going to tell you that, well, actively, they're the same thing. Jeffree Star is, surprisingly, and I feel as though people are surprised for the wrong reasons. I don't know how people are surprised by this. People are surprised that Jeffree Star is MAGA. I don't understand how you're surprised by that. I feel as though people weren't following Jeffree Star for quite some time, and they were a little bit confused that Jeffree Star is MAGA. Jeffree Star is MAGA. Jeffree Star has been MAGA for quite some time. Hold on, please. 1 second. Jeffree Star is wildly MAGA. He is disgustingly MAGA. Jeffree Star is so MAGA that he wants to get invited by Trump. He even stated at one point that he wants to sleep with a straight boy. I don't know if you remember the Jeffree Star song, Straight Boys. Actually, I'll show you the Jeffree Star song, Straight Boys. It's a very popular song he made. He made this song with his whole chest, mind, body, and spirit. So let me show you. I can't play it, but I can show you Straight Boys, Jeffree Star. If you want to listen to it, you're more than welcome to. This is the song called Straight Boys. He released this a while ago. This is Jeffree Star. It's called Straight Boys. It's him saying that he wants to sleep with a straight boy. That's what he wants to do. Hold on, please. One more. Go back to this. It's Jeffree Star saying he wants to sleep with a straight boy. It's this thing right here. He made this song, and he's like, yeah, straight boys are better to sleep with because, they're so aggressive and nice and stuff of that variety. It's a whole thing. It's a whole thing. Most people don't know that. It is a little bit of a coping mechanism when you think about it, but we're going to look at them. We're going to look at the trans conservatives. Or more so, the LGBTQ conservatives. One moment. All right, we got it here. We're all here. We're all ready. We're all ready. Here we go. This is the LGBTQ conservatives.
LGBT conservatives and independent.
Just realized I didn't have the volume on. Give me 1 second. Hold on. These are the LGBTQ conservatives.
LGBT conservatives and independents exist.
And we have to have a second coming out since everyone thinks we're all leftists.
Never in my life.
This is crazy to me.
So much and never known until I received.
Thank you for the 10 bits. This is what's killing me. It's the fact that they came out the closet, or that this woman came out the closet with the Trump hat. Like it's the secret Trump hat coming up like that. What? Okay, I can understand. I'll give you a little bit being conservative. I'll give you that a little bit. But what's killing me, and I was hoping this was deep satire, but sadly this is not. What's killing me is being a Trump supporter and part of the LGBTQ. He is vehemently against gay people. I don't understand the gays for Trump stuff. I really don't. I really, really don't get it. I wish I did. I wish I understood it. I just don't get it. I don't get it. So we're going to continue to do this.
Coming out since everyone thinks we're all leftists.
We aren't all white.
It's killing me just because he's like, yeah, look at me. I'm not whites. We're not all white. So there's also black people here. Look at that. There's black people. This is crazy. This whole thing is crazy. This whole thing is nuts.
White.
Some of us are religious or spiritual.
But most of us just want smaller government and less overarching control.
We are more accepting than you're told to believe.
We listen to what others have to say, even if we disagree.
We are just as diverse as straight conservatives when it comes to issues like gay marriage, foreign policy, and abortion.
This is what's killing me. They said we are just as diverse as straight conservatives. When it comes to issues like gay marriage, foreign policy, and abortion. So that means that you don't like gay marriage, you hate foreigners, and you are pro-life, and you hate women having choices. I'm really confused. I'm just really confused about all this entire video confuses me. I wish I understood this. I wished I understood this even a little bit. I wish that for 1 second I could say, yeah, I understand that. This is crazy. You better believe it. Oh my God. Is a Native American for Trump? That's cool. I'm proud of him. Yeah, that's cool. That's insane. This is nuts.
Abortion.
We don't make being gay or trans our entire personality.
No one does that. No one in real life makes being gay or trans their entire, but no one in real life does that. No one in real life really does that, man. You're watching the online diaspora, you're watching the online spectrum go crazy, and you're getting super excited. You're saying, "Oh man, if everybody's like this is crazy. Everybody's like this." Are you insane? No, everybody's not like this. You're seeing a small portion of the online spectrum and thinking that's the entire thing. Which I would mean that they have different views. That's cool. That's cool. Conservatives are the ones being trans their entire personality, are the ones being trans their entire personality. Interesting. I do to annoy my conservative father. Love to see it. All right, continuing forward.
Some of us live in rural cities in red states.
Some of us live in major blue cities.
We are brave and we stand for what we believe in.
We aren't triggered by wrong pronouns or gay jokes.
But it can get lonely at times. Sometimes being a trans conservative makes you hated by both sides.
Why do you think it makes you hated by both sides? Why do you think being a trans conservative would make you hated by both sides? Why do you think? And maybe I'm dumb, right? Maybe I'm stupid. Why do you think? Why do you think being a trans conservative would be? I don't know. Why would it? That's strange. Why? That's so strange. That's so interesting. Why would being a trans conservative make you hated by both sides? We might have to ponder this, chat. We might have to ponder this question. This may be something we may have to think on deeper. Right? It's so strange. How would... Man, being a trans conservative makes you hated by both sides. Wow. Huh. I mean, why is me, and this is gonna sound crazy, right? And maybe I'm nuts, right? Let's listen to her again.
But it can get lonely at times. Sometimes being a trans conservative makes you hated by both sides.
Why would me being a Black Klan member make me hated by both sides? I just don't get it. Why would me being a Black Klan member make me hated by both sides? I mean, I support the Klan, but I'm Black. So strange. I don't understand. Why don't the Black people like me? And why don't the Klan like me? Doesn't make any sense. Man, this is so weird. I hate Black people as much as they do, but Black people don't understand they deserve to be hated. This is so odd. Man, a Jewish Nazi. I just don't get it. I just don't get it. I just don't understand. I just don't get it. Anyways, let's keep going forward with the video.
We aren't pick-me's or grifters just because we have a different opinion.
That's exactly what you are. That is literally that's exactly what you are. I hate to say it. No, maybe I like to say it. I love to say it. That's exactly you are. Why would it helping the oppressive forces launder their reputation to satisfy my own community be a problem? That's crazy. Yeah, so odd. I don't understand. Maybe I'm dumb. Maybe I'm dumb. It's just crazy. It's crazy. That's just exactly. And maybe maybe I don't understand. Maybe I'm a dumb idiot. No, I know what's the issue. See, my skull, this is the issue, right, guys? I'm understanding the issue. I know the issue. My skull shape is different. Now, you gotta listen to me here, right? My skull shape is different, and I can't, because I have such low thinking capacity, because obviously I'm Black, obviously, I'm not gonna do that. I just don't understand. Oh, right. I'm stupid. I'm dumb. I'm an idiot. I just don't get it. Yes, I'm just some dumb hick. Yeah, I just don't get it. Wow. How could I be so dumb? How could I be so dumb? How idiotic of me. How brain dead of me. Wow. I wish I were smarter. Oh well. Maybe one day I'll get smarter. But until then, let's keep going. See what's going on here. See what you got for me, best buddy.
And saying that we are is actual homophobia.
I can't even get 4 seconds into this video without him saying something crazy. If you think that we're pick-me's or grifters, you're homophobic. Brother, you think I'm scared of homes? I'm in a house right now. What do you mean? Whoa, just straight. No, gay rage bait, not straight rage bait. Gay rage bait. That's gay rage bait. I don't understand. Oh, thanks for following, best buddy. I appreciate ya. Oh my God, maybe I'm dumb. I gotta something. My brain is the size of a peanut. Maybe that's it. I just don't get it. It's actual homophobia. You don't understand. It's actual homophobia. It's actual homophobia. It's homophobia. You're not guys. You don't get it. You don't get it. It's actually homophobic of me to call out anything. Anytime a gay person does something that damages the community or ruins the livelihood of every other gay person, that's homophobic. Right? It's homophobic. How could I be scared of homes? This doesn't make any sense. Every time I go to a realtor, I get cold sweats. I'm scared of homes. I'm homophobic. It's killing me. It's killing me. Ah. Anyways, let's keep going.
Most non-LGBT conservatives or independent thinkers are pro-LGBT and pro-transitioned rational adults.
You see, in this is gonna agitate me. When a trans woman speaks like this, it always pisses me off. It's this unearned confidence of nothing. It's killing me.
And pro-transition.
Pro-transit. It's killing me. It's killing me. It's killing me. It is killing me. It's killing me. It's genuinely killing me. We're gonna keep going.
Completely understand that our sexual orientations or gender identities don't correlate or dictate our political or social ideologies.
And we're actually way more common than leftists would like to admit.
All right, so that's the main woman. This girl, Ariel Scarella or something like that, an ex-leftist lesbian. Here's why we're leaving. She is like the worst thing ever. She is the worst thing ever. I genuinely hate this so much. And it's killing me, right? That a lesbian is talking about masculinity. I don't understand this whole thing. And I know you don't have to. It's just the fact that it's crazy. True and sad that males being masculine is not seen as a bad thing by a left. Duality is important in the world. We need masculine and feminine states to grow and thrive. This is what's killing me. I don't know what this is. I don't get it. Alpha provider, I just don't understand any of these. It's just killing me. It's guys, I'm tired. Guys. I'm so sleepy. No, I'm just really sleepy. I'm really sleepy when it comes to all this garbage. It's just killing me. Like, what are you talking about, dude? What are you talking about? It's killing me because I really understand, right? I understand I understand why they're doing it. It's because they don't want to be like the crazy woke radical left, right? Because and this is gonna be real important to my entire point. I'm looking at my videos right now. I gotta show you something. I really gotta show you something. I'm not gonna play the volume of this, but I want you to look at this. I want you to look at this for a second. Now, she's listening. Oh God, that was loud. She's listening to this song. Every time she hears the N-word, she smacks herself in the leg. Every time she hears the N-word. So the conservatives don't want to be like these people. Like the LGBTQ conservatives don't want to be like these people. Like the overly performative people that are like this. Now, she made this because she has echolalia. Now, echolalia is the repetition of vocalizations made by another person repeated by the same person. It is called polylalia. It in its profound form is an automatic, effortless. It is one of the echo phenomena closely related to echopraxia. the automatic repetition of movements made by another person. Both are subsets of imitation behavior, whereby sounds or actions are imitated without explicit awareness. Echolalia may be an immediate reaction to stimuli, or may be delayed. So she has echolalia. She's training herself. She's training herself to not say the word. So that's what she has. She has echolalia. Now this is really cool and important. She's such a powerful ally for training herself to do this. Every time she hears the N-word. Now at the end of the video, right, she's showing that she's a powerful. I don't know why she recorded herself doing it. She's crying. She's crying because it hurts so bad. It's extreme versus extreme. It's really just it's really just extreme versus extreme, and that's so cool. She made this for views though. She did. Right, she did, but people are gonna believe it. Right? This is the thing. It's so hard online to tell who's doing things for a goof or a bit and who actually means what they're saying. That's the hard part. What's up, Nico? It's killing. It's so hard to tell. I personally can't tell anymore. Like, I just don't know. I wish I knew. I wish I knew you wanted me. I just don't know.
This is 5.
I just don't know. I wish I could say I knew. But because I don't know, I'm stuck. I'm really stuck. Now give me 1 second. Because it's just, I wish people were normal. Right? I wish people were wildly more normal. I wish we had more normalcy. And I don't mean normal as in like a base thing, because it is very, it's defeatist to use the word normal because normal isn't the same for everybody. But it is, it's the words I'm looking for. What words am I looking for? I don't think that I think that we are too content brained as people. Let's say that. We're too content brained as humans, and when we see this kind of stuff, when we do that, we know what can get content, because these involuntary things, we know what's inflammatory, we know what gets people, we grasp it, we understand what gets people excited or something of that variety. It's just killing me. It's just, I wish I understood. Everybody's trying to become like content creators or break the mold or something of that variety. Everybody wants to be the next big thing. Everybody wants to be a next big star. But sometimes people just aren't built for content creation, dude. Some people aren't built for this. They just do inflammatory nonsense, and then they become LOL cows of the internet, and then they just lose all their following, and they feel like they've accomplished something. These people feel like they've accomplished something prolific or staggering or astounding when they've accomplished zero things. Like they've accomplished zero things. Not more mundane, less reactionary. I guess I'm looking for less reactionary. Maybe less reactionary. I wish not even less animated. I love people being animated. It's just we're losing the plot. Guys, we are losing the plot. The plot is gone. We're losing the plot. I don't think we're even supposed to be designed to see this much negative stimuli over and over again. We're not supposed to be seeing all this stuff. We're not supposed to be seeing all this stuff, dude. I think the thunderstorm is over. That's pretty cool. We lost the plot. Not a plan, just the plot. Not a plan, just the plot. We just lost whatever the plot was. take for example, it was the guy who said I'm messaging 100 miters until Jadeon responds. Right? That guy. That's stupid. Is that not dumb? It's really dumb. It's just everything is so dumb. I wish things weren't stupid. I wish things weren't so wildly stupid. To glass the country? Who knows? I'm not sure if the founding fathers were any less corrupt than what we are right now. I feel as though absolute power corrupts absolutely, and we lose a lot of people when it comes to this kind of stuff. We're losing recipes. We're losing recipes. I'm not a fan of any of this. Not a fan. Well, that was like all the news I wanted to talk about today. That was like it. To be quite real with you, that was all I wanted to talk about. I'm not gonna end the stream yet, but I am gonna see a massive dip in my viewership when I start playing a video game. I feel as though if I start playing a video game, I will see a massive dip in my viewership. I feel as though that will happen. I'm almost ready for that. I'm almost ready. I'm gonna show you what I'm about to do though. I'm gonna show you how quick I am at making things. So I'm gonna upload that video, right? So this is how my video process goes. Let's see. Trump just made taxpayers pay for his legal fees. Blah, 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 boom. So I upload a video, right? Bada bing, bada boom. Trump just made taxpayers. Let's see. Trump just did. How's that? That seems crazy. That seems like somebody would click on it. Now then, how do I make a thumbnail? You might be asking, how do I make thumbnails? Well, I'm going to show you how I make thumbnails. That's not how I make thumbnails. I go right here. I find an image of Trump. I find a Trumple. I shouldn't have gone to Trump RX. I just find an image of Trump. That's small. It's a small image. Where the bigger images at? Can I have a big image of Trump, please? Golly, this works. This is fine. This is a fine image of Trump. I get an image of Trump, right? I grab an image of our boy, our goat, Donald Jamarcus, right? Donald Jamarcus, put an image right there. And now we're halfway done. We're halfway done with everything I need to do. Let me make this bigger. There we are. It's about half. It's about half. And then we go January 6th. All right. Boom. All right. Boom, bang, boom. And then, as soon as I find the image I just downloaded, we actually get to the next part. Where's the image I just downloaded? Here we are. Boom. Grab the insurrection image. Bada bing, bada boom. We grab that. Now, what's the next step of my thumbnail process? You're watching me make a thumbnail. Is this riveting for you guys? Is this fun for everybody? Watching me make this thumbnail. This is cool. Boom. I grab my face. Oh, gotta put it in a different scene here. I grab my face. Boom. I make myself a little bigger. And then boom. Now we gotta make it vague. We gotta make it vague. That's the goal of making it vague. This is evil. ... Now then. And then we go ahead and free transform it, make it a little bigger. Boom. Slight curve to it. Boom. And then we add a stroke around it. Adding a stroke around it. And that's my entire thumbnail. Boom. Boom. And then boom. So then I then grab these little suggestions on the right just to make things. Trump's new taxpayer Scandal is insane. That's pretty cool. Let me spell scandal correctly because I can't spell words right. Let's see. We'll do this. All right. Cool. Now then. Now, you guys like it when I chapter things. So I'm going to make this easier for everybody in terms of my monetization. Bada bing, bada boom. I don't care about going through it. You guys like when I chapter things. So, I'm going to chapter this for you guys. Let's see. Bada bing, bada boom. All right. Insane. Bada bing, bada boom. 1806. And boom, 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 boom. It won't get better. And then 2650 is where I put 2650, stand and fight. All right. Now then, you just saw me do all that stuff. I made that. And this is going to release tonight at about 8:30. 8:30 seems fine. Actually, 8 o'clock seems okay. We can do 8 o'clock. 8 o'clock seems fine. So that's what it is. So yeah, I wasn't here. So that's what it is. The instant I put a video game even close to on screen, he's not even thinking about a video game. You guys are going to be like, video games? From my Sparking Zero content creator? Disgusting. Let's see. I could do like January 3rd. Yeah, January 3rd. June 3rd. We'll do that. All right, now we got that going. That video will probably do okay. I hope it will. And now, we've done it. How do you know the time step? Did you write them down? Oh, let me explain. I have my CapCut up, and I know exactly which time step is which. Sometimes they're kind of random. Questions on your video, you can get dinged for not properly answering them. Eventually, the system finds it. I don't really care. I mean, like, it doesn't really matter to me. It hasn't affected me yet. So if it does affect me, I'm not saying anything crazy, and they'll check the video regardless. Like, they will check the video, and they'll let me know if there's any issues with the video or anything of that variety. They'll let me know. Let me know. I got another 2 hours in you is crazy. A rainbow to a conservative. Literally, watch the. I want you to look at my viewership. I want you to look at my viewers right now. I want you to look at them. I'm going to show you something. There's a new game that came out today. I just farted. There's a new game that came out today. It's called Rune Dice, right? Now, this is actually really cool. I really want to play Rune Dice. I played the demo for a long time, and I'm kind of low-key obsessed with the game, right? Right? I'm wildly obsessed with the game, and I know as soon as I put the game on, people are going to be like, yuck! This black is playing a game. I know as soon as I put it on. Well, 40. Here's what we'll do. All right, we'll pack it up for today. So, it's been real, guys. I've loved you all. I would play it. It went down 1. I would play it, but I know it's going to be pointless to... It's a fun game. I'm going to go and spend time touching grass. Something you guys should do as well. Everybody, stream more, please. I'd love to stream more, actually. But I'm going to go touch grass. You'll see me tomorrow at 4 o'clock. Be well, my beautiful people. We'll talk about drama tomorrow. We'll try Rune Dice tomorrow. I love you all. But wait, before you leave. Before everybody gets up out of here. Wait. Before everybody leaves. Wait a minute. Hold on before I get up out of here. Hold on. Wait a second. I have to be a good streamer. And I can't be a good streamer if I don't raid somebody. Guys, we at least got to raid somebody to make it think that we care about them. Come on now. Let's find somebody. Hold on. Give me a second. Hold on a moment. Give me a second. Hold on. Give me a moment. Let me find somebody. Give me a moment. Give me a second. Let me find someone. Let me find someone that looks sad. Let's see. Hold on. I'm gonna go to Oaken Tower. Give me a second. One moment. We're gonna go here. Hold on. Gonna strike them. You don't have to stay for their stream. I don't really care if you do. All you gotta do is be a part of the raid. One moment. One moment. Guys. Go to my raid thing. Okay, hold on. Are you guys ready? You guys all queued up? You guys ready to raid? YouTube can't join. I'm so sorry, YouTube. But YouTubers, you can do something important too. You go to my last video. Like the video, comment the video, and ask and give me a recipe for grilled cheese. That's what I'd like to see. A recipe for grilled cheese. See if this person's entertaining. Go to my last video. Thank you so much.
Yo, Sarah's TV with 34 raiders. Holy. Guys, welcome to the hive.
All right. I don't care about staying around.
Let's go.
Bye.
What are you guys doing?
Now you want me to stay. I've been there for you. Oh, you want me to chase.